Hey y'all, it's your girl S Neo here, and we're gonna be playing Where Birds Go to Sleep. This is a demo. I liked the artwork that I saw on Steam, and I just was like, when are we gonna get a demo? Really can't wait to play whatever this is. And it sounds very psychologically awkward or disturbing. It just kind of, I don't know, for some reason it just reminds me of Disco Elysium. So let's go ahead and get into it. See if we're right. A hidden memory. New game. Make no mistake, you've made your decision. A decision-making game? Every word you say, every thought acknowledged will plant a seed. Each gesture and inflection, no matter how insignificant, is a step that threads a clear path to a secret garden. There is a hidden cost, a chance for any inkling to root itself deeply. Leave a mark. There's a bed of flowers made ready for you, like death? For the moment when you eventually crumble under pressures of life and lie down in the position assumed over and over again. When you fall back on the nature you've cultivated, your second nature. Is it? I don't know what it's trying to say.
The moon's quite high today, isn't it?
Voice acting.
What day is it today, anyway? Oi, fella. We've been quiet for some time now, you know what I mean? What's your name?
Okay. Find out what he's made of.
Look at us, brother. Two prisoners in a boat. There's a start of a joke.
We don't have to talk.
So there's this joke, but he probably won't like it. Huh. Oh, do I interact now? It's so confusing. Okay. Tickle.
You know, I have a feeling, yeah? An intuition. Call it whatever you want. But we'd go well together, you and I. Make a good team.
Why do we have this mask on?
Like you know, hummus and bread, we'd complement each other well. It's always two essential ingredients. Two vital things, yeah? Got two arms, two hands, two legs. But just one cock and one head.
Sir, this
Now,
is a
two
child-friendly
heads is better than
channel.
one,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
two
kidding.
cocks. Depends on who you ask. You can't disagree, can you?
No.
Hey, relax.
Sure, that was gross.
That was out of order, I know. But should have seen your face, though.
Man, this guy's a menace.
What was your name? Sorry.
What? I thought we were brothers.
Darling. Darling, yeah? That's a good name. Lovely name, mate. I'll enjoy saying it.
He weird.
Well, the prison guards told me your name. I know who
Isn't
you
there?
are. Tit.
Fucking what? Did? Like your mum's did?
Sir, please.
They must have got me mixed up with someone. Name's Cormo. C-O...
Oh no.
O-M-R-M-O. Yeah?
Let's not get too familiar.
Out of pocket? I like
yeah.
him.
You're right.
He's fun, but he seems
But
to
I
be
reckon
dangerous.
we should.
That's dope. Do people say that anymore? Wow. The artwork is just... It just reminds me of Disco Elysium. I'm gonna look that shit up. A week has passed since your arrival at the prison colony. Oh. The camp has been abandoned. There's no one here, not a single soul. Dolan spends his days looking out at the sea, awaiting the rescue party. Back home, your sister is ill. The cure is meant to be on this island. Find the missing people. Save your sister. Prison colony. Is he also a prisoner? Is he taking a weed?
There
Talk
you
to
are.
Dylan.
Is this how you go around, trudging around in the mud?
What? What do you mean?
You're not really dressed for the occasion, are you?
Kind of just like a gesture. What does he know about style? That's what about.
Look who's stalking. First of all, you
He's
look
like a
like a
priest.
freshly unearthed potato. All brown and drab with a bald head of yours.
Sir,
Yes.
that's out.
My garments are fit for purpose, though.
Yeah, whatever you say, my friend.
Alright. We've talked to Dylan, so we're gonna leave. My goodness. To the provisionary camp, approach the large bonfire. Dylan's a short walk away. Is that Dylan over there? Yeah. Let's approach the bonfire. This massive pyre is made of raw, barely processed tree logs stacked on top of each other. I don't see a fire, but the sky kind of looks like a fire. The dead branches and dried bark were left untouched. It is a rough and instinctual monument erected for a singular purpose. How did they get the wood up? For what purpose? What is the purpose? Anybody's guess. What do you think? Sir, you're not going to answer anything? A religious structure aiming skyward, proclaiming a presence. Yeah, it could have been a SOS. Who doesn't want to erect the most poignant of structures to leave a mark on this world, however unsightly or unpleasant? There are chairs around the pyre. Why? The prisoners drank and danced among their own. Okay, so are we like two guards from a prison and we came to this island where a prison was and this prison here was abandoned? So the prisoners just kind of just ran amok? Okay, no, both prisoners and guards revealed and shared in their misfortune. Maybe that one. It mattered little. All of them were swept away to this island like rubbish, and the salt-cured fish didn't taste any better for the guards or the prisoners. When you're stranded, you're just stranded. In the last of daylight, they were like brothers, arm in arm, drunk of diluted wine made of bread and lemons, sharing made-up stories of lives they haven't lived. Come morning, they were properly born in knots, the way it's meant to be. Are we detectives? Glass bottles littered around. The gleams and twinkles of a broken glass permeate through the sand. The smell of alcohol has dissipated long ago. Alcoholic beverages are forbidden by the benefactory and should not be supplied, so what gives? Being an explorer is a miserable job. And so, as if by accident or mercy, a barrel or two find their way onto the supply boats, along with fruit that no one eats, but is instead used in wine brewing. You would know. The huge pyre was never lit. This is a signal fire. That's what I thought, an SOS. For when things go south, it's to be set alight, the smoke reaching into the higher stratosphere, letting all and sundry know what is happening here. This artwork is like brushed on acrylic. It's very pretty. This raging fire would touch the clouds, bold and ferocious, polluting the night sky with hues of warmth. It would be seen from across the horizon, an unmistakable clue. Is this all the wood? Like, geez. Good to know I can ask for help. Why wasn't it used? Don't even think about it. There's a reason it wasn't used by anyone in the prison colony, however much they needed help from the city of Agarit. This signal fire is not here for you. It's a warning. This is really cool. So we already went to the bonfire. What did we notice? Oh my god, his mask scares the shit out of me. Notice it. Are you noticing me? He's looking at us. Fuck. I hope it's been 5 minutes. I'm aware. Somebody's here. Okay, to the provisionary camp. What should we look at? The beach to your right. The landing site is behind you. The beach to our right. To the right, a forest looms, a great wall of an impenetrable fortress, staving off the salty, soft breeze from the spreading sea, overlooked by a giant rock. There are shoes thrown about. There are. Look at the far rock. There is a forest. I guess I see some trees. Hundreds of shoes, along with some shirts and trousers, are left lying on the beach and moved in and out by the tide. An eerie sight. There's something else. Have you noticed? I'm scared. Notice it now. Cormo's eye twitches. Sir, stop looking at us. An odd tickle. A shiver crawls across the surface of his brain. Why we got this mask on? You realize. The shoes are all of vastly different sizes. Some of these shoes are very, very small. Sir! This is so rude. Women's shoes. These tiny shoes would fit women's feet only. Everybody knows no women were sent to this prison colony island. There could have been women here. Dude. But why not? Exploring the unknown, uncharted lands is a dangerous and physically demanding work. The barely living conditions are dreadful. Amenities non-existent. You are expected to die here. Some lives are more disposable than others. Can that be the reason? Properly borns don't care, man or woman. A body is a body. There is a darker reason. There isn't even... Oh, sir. I'm so curious. Oh, is this like a different fantasy land? Like, it sounds like it could have happened. I don't know. Historically, not like this is an accurate telling of something. The convicts sent to this cursed island are not people, they are bodies. That is dark. Through their choices, they have given up their humanity to become vermin. Even if they were just stealing food to eat. This is their chance to right their wrongs, their flesh to be used until expiration. The island rejects us. A lot of prisoners will die, consumed by this machine operation. But eventually, with enough blood spent, the island will give in. What wondrous occasion that will be. What's that sound? A wet crunch. Unbelievable. In the corner of his eye, Cormo sees a bird? A hermit. Us? A hermit crab, the size of a fist, crawls out from a tiny leather boot, only to slide into another, slightly larger boot. Moments later, the boot sprouts long, spider-like legs and trots away toward the sea. Ocean. It begs the question, if you were to live in a shoe, where would you live? The front, of course. Why the heel, naturally? The front? To think of it, it must be quite seedy by the front. It's always dark, stuffy, and very humid with the ever-present moisturized sweat. The smell must be undescribable. Ew. No one would bother you there. Or rather, no one would bother with you there. You shouldn't bother either. A fascinating topic. Think of it next time you find some shoes around the camp. Okay, let's look at the far rock. The border. A 4 minutes walk's distance forms a natural pier. A lookout at the sea. Would be a nice place to think things over one day. But today is not that day. So I'm confused. Are we the explorers of the island? Are we ex-prisoners? Like, hmm. To the forest.
I'm naked. I need to get some shut-eye before I go to the forest.
Oh, really? We're gonna sleep here? Lord. Or the wildly colored pavilion.
Oh,
This great tent housed multiple convict explorers. So we are convict explorers. Okay. There are multiple beds, trunks, chests, and chairs all around the pavilion, along with makeshift floorboards and carpets. It almost feels like a house, but the stench in here is unbelievable. Is
it smells
unbearable.
horrid in here. Oh, I can't. I can't.
You heard the man. It's stinky. Alright. The stench in there is unbearable. What does that mean? There is a pair of putrid shoes on the floor, placed neatly under a made bed. A single bed, unusual given the circumstances. Approach the bed, a pair of shoes next to the bed. I guess the shoes, because there could be something in it. Look at our gesture little shoes. Dude, a pair of undersized shoes. The size makes them look uncomfortable. If you were to live in a shoe like this, where would you live? I know I said the front, but let's say the heel this time. We're just gonna be fickle. Cormo presses his fingers against the heel. It moves ever so slightly. Lifting the shoe, the threads fixing the sole to the heel section are loose, with something filling the space in between. There's pieces of paper folded over 10 times. To Mina, my best friend. You open this letter, and to means the moon has burnt, and another year since have passed. To this day I am 8 years old. One more and I will be able to partake in life as Mayor intended. 'Tis a better life we can lead, with some of the things to aspire to, instead of causing major offense like vermins, rats, and the like. I am well, just tired and hungry. This 8-year-old knows what he wants to say. Like, that's pretty good. There's a little bump under the blanket. Oh, that's not horrific. There's a doll hidden under the blanket, tucked underneath a shirt.
What sort of a grown man sleeps with a doll?
It's obviously not a grown man, sir. A new thought entered your mind. We can come back and sleep in here. We still have some stuff to look at. Okay, the beach to your right. Landing is behind you. Dolan's a short walk away. Do we have anything new to say to him? Ask about his occupation.
So, darling, I never asked you. What was your job before becoming a professional bellend?
I'll have you know I worked close to the Myra on the higher levels of the sanatorium.
And that means?
Can you, elaborate on that? Maybe just a tiny bit, mate. I'm a bit stupid.
We were resolving the mysteries of air and vibration, uncovering the complex formulae and principles that elude words. But hearing them brings our hearts closer to the sky, or the sky closer to us. We haven't figured that one out yet. We made and played music, Cormo.
Of course. Can't wait to hear some of your tunes.
Thank you. Maybe later. I'm not having the best day.
It's kind of cool. He has something different to say. Alright, so we're gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nappy nap. Alright, man. Time to sleep. Take a nap on that weird bed. Dream of pleasant things. The shoes were so small. Dream of the prison colonists. I mean, there's a child on this island, but how is there a child? Unless they were female prisoners, like, I don't know. Unless there were... maybe there's just slave labor here. We're gonna go with the mystery. The shoes were so small. On the 5th moon, once the festival of Eek, a joyous occasion is over, the night rolls in sluggishly. That quiet night, shadows grow many legs. Long and thin, they clitter. What? Yeah, clittered down from the Minar through the winding streets and alleys, leaving no stone unturned, no house unchecked. Every mother knows to hold what is dear close to their hearts, lest an odd heartbreak be heard or an odd sigh. A knock. A second, a third. The door opens and then it's quiet. A gaunt face peers in from above, its neck long, the body nowhere to be seen. Is that the... It cries in silence. It is too much to bear, and many just give up. Ugh, are you trying to curse me? They take what is precious and under the moonlit sky. Offer their unaccounted children to the soaring, long, and many-legged missionaries of the generous envoy, which gives all and sundry the chance to be inspected and accepted by Maynard, our benefactors. Even those who might have missed or forgot or were otherwise unable to present themselves at the festival of Eek, a joyous occasion. Does not sound joyous at all. It doesn't even look joyous. What a horrifying sketch. That looks like some stuff from freaking what's that book? Oh my gosh. Scary stories to tell in the dark. Okay, we're just gonna wake up because that was disturbing.
See above.
Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Let's follow him.
Darling, is that you?
That better be you. Better answer these questions. He went to the beach. No, he went to the landing. Camp is not the direction. Bonfire not there. What? There he is. He's quick. It wasn't him.
Darling.
Not now. I'm in the middle of something.
Staring at the sea like that? It might not have been him. Wait it out.
Fountains made of silver. In them, a white bird flock plays a song of songs. Tears, touch, and joy without end. Life without end. What comes from something else? Joy formed in her inward parts. What is I? In tears. Fearfully and wonderfully made. 9 tall fountains made of silver. In them, a white bird flock plays a song of songs. Tears, touch, and joy without end. Life without end. Comes from something else.
Jeez.
In her
Our face. So strong. Like we got just strong facial features. Why we got this mask on and Dylan doesn't?
No. You must tell him. Talk to him. Don't stop now. Don't let him get away with this.
Confront him. He wouldn't believe it. Talk with signal weakness. I mean, can we at least ask him? Hey, were you in the tent just now? I don't know if it was him.
Are you certain?
No.
Who else could it be? Maybe. Maybe not. How would you know?
We don't
You
know.
could have just asked. See if he's lying.
That's true.
Now you'll crawl into gutter of uncertainty and doubt. Where have I seen that before?
What?
That face of yours. Those eyes. Apprehensive. Frozen. Endlessly calculating.
So haunting.
Grass eater. A coward.
A grass eater.
Do you know why? Because you're a little bitch. I think you're pathetic.
You don't even have a face.
No.
I would never have said that. But we don't know who we're dealing with.
You're a lion. The hungriest of them all. You will eat and eat out of this life. Because that's what it's made for. No worries. No regrets. You will eat your fill.
I got an achievement called Homunculus. Become a little man. Piece of jewelry on the bed. What? The one and only, unique and extraordinary locket, housing Cormo's prized possession. It must have slipped out of Cormo's pockets. Looking at it would always guarantee a good night's sleep. Why not take a look? Alright, let's get up. There is a pair of putrid shoes on the floor. Yep. We're gonna go outside. What a terrible amount of rest. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if we can talk to Dylan again. Has Dylan not slept? Grab him, gut him, put his head on the spike. What? Why are we so violent toward him? Maybe we should have just confronted him, you know? But we still haven't explored the forest, and we have taken a nap. So... let's go to the forest.
Is there something I missed?
We never
I
checked
won't
here.
be back for a while.
To the forest. Where else do we have to go? What's all this? I have made decisions. I sure did. Schizotropy. There's something you missed. What? The skull barrier has been removed and your brain pulsates to the outside world. It sends and receives frequencies of the most bizarre type. For the first time, you can feel the sun and its warmth on your gray matter. On our brain? The tickle of the salty wind as it flows in the fissure between your hemispheres. Thank you for playing. What? And kindly wishlist. I already have it on my wishlist. Well, I like the art and I like that it's weird and all the things. It's all spooky and haunting. That's what I want. Visual novels that just have like a mystery, like mystery thriller visual novels are just underrated, okay? They're significantly underrated, and this just feels unique and just wild and out of pocket, just like Disco Elysium, but without the RPG, but just to know. I can't believe I missed something, but I wasn't gonna gut Dullin, and I don't think I'm gonna go back in and be mean to that guy. We don't know if it was him, and even if it was him, he probably didn't mean us any harm. So, I don't know, people on these islands, I guess, who get to explore don't usually come back, so maybe we're just paranoid. And then we have that mask on. Like, what's that about? Is our face disfigured? And we're completely dressed like a jester, and we are looking for medicine? Huh. And Dylan looks like he goes to school. He's almost dressed like a priest. It's a little weird. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.